Good morning. It is Sunday, January the 24th of 2021, and this month is going by quick. Well, I decided this year that I was going to read through the Bible in chronological order, and so I downloaded a plan off the internet. And I know it is somewhat of a guess. I don't think anybody ever really knows when all of the Psalms were written. But they're educated guesses, and so I downloaded this program, and I've been following it. It's 3 or 4 chapters a day. I'm way ahead because I take my iPad to the gym with me, and I walk for an hour or so every day and read. But anyway, this past week, I was reading the account of the deliverance of the people of Israel from slavery in Egypt. And again, notice some things that I'd really never noticed before. But then I came to Exodus chapter 15, which in verse 1 it says, it's a song that Moses and the people of Israel sang after they were delivered from Egypt, after they had crossed the Red Sea on dry land, and after they had seen the destruction of the Egyptian army as the Lord brought the waters of the Red Sea back together and drowned the Egyptian army. And so this is the song that Moses and the people of Israel sang to commemorate that occasion. I will sing to the Lord, for he has triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider he has thrown into the sea. The Lord is my strength and my song, and he has become my salvation. This is my God, and I will praise him. My Father's God, and I will exalt him. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. Pharaoh's chariots and his host he has cast into the sea, and his chosen officers were sunk in the Red Sea. The floods covered them. They went down into the depths like a stone. Your right hand, O Lord, glorious in power. Your right hand, O Lord, shatters the enemy. In the greatness of your majesty, you overthrow your adversaries. You send out your fury. It consumes them like stubble. At the blast of your nostrils, the waters piled up. The floods stood up in a heap. The deeps congealed in the heart of the sea. The enemy said, I will pursue. I will overtake. I will divide the spoil. My desire shall have its fill of them. I will draw my sword. My hand shall destroy them. You blew with your wind. The sea covered them. They sank like lead in the mighty waters. Who is like you, O Lord, among the gods? Who is like you, majestic in holiness, awesome in glorious deeds, doing wonders? You stretched out your right hand. The earth swallowed them. You have led in your steadfast love the people whom you have redeemed. You have guided them by your strength to your holy abode. The peoples have heard, they tremble. Pangs have seized the inhabitants of Philistia. Now are the chiefs of Edom dismayed. Trembling seizes the leaders of Moab. All the inhabitants of Canaan have melted away. Terror and dread fall upon them. Because of the greatness of your arm, they are still as a stone. Till your people, O Lord, pass by. Till the people pass by whom you have purchased. You will bring them in and plant them on your own mountain, the place, O Lord, which you have made for your abode, the sanctuary, O Lord, which your hands have established. The Lord will reign forever and ever. That's amazing. This song commemorates the passing of the Israelites through the Red Sea on dry land, and the enemy pursuing them, and then God blowing with his mighty wind and bringing the waters back together and drowning the Egyptians, and the terror of the Lord that the nations round about feel because of his wondrous and majestic and mighty deeds. I don't think we can overdo this. We talk about that we live in unprecedented times. None of us, as far as I know, have ever lived through a pandemic before. I am 64 years old, and as far as I can remember, I have never seen this nation so divided, so full of hate, so full of anger. And we need to come together. And we need to take confidence in the fact that God is in control. And that no matter what may happen here on earth, God's going to take care of us. Now that doesn't mean none of us are going to get sick, because we know people in our congregation who have had COVID and have suffered as a result of that. That doesn't mean we're not going to get sick. That doesn't mean none of us are ever going to have any financial difficulties. That doesn't mean that all of our children are going to behave like they should and that everything is just going to be wonderful and hunky-dory all the time. But we need to have this deep confidence and trust that God is in control, and that no matter what we face here on earth, everything in the end is going to be fine. He has prepared for us an abode. He has prepared for His children a place that they will be with Him for all eternity. And so no matter what difficulties we face, no matter what harm may come our way, we need to remain confident and assured and at peace that God is in control. And not only do we need to remain confident and assured and at peace, we need to praise Him. We need to get up every day and thank Him for the day that lies ahead. And that we would have the good sense to pay attention to His Spirit as the Spirit presents us opportunities to be the salt and to be the light in this community that God has called us to be. We have multiple opportunities every day to show the light and the love of God. And we need to praise Him for it. Well, I hope and pray that you have a great week.